Hey guys, welcome back. So it is a gloomy, cold, and snowy day in April. So I thought we'd move inside today and get some projects done inside. So what we're going to be doing is installing this. It is a retractable gate, safety gate by EasyBaby. We're going to be putting it here at the edge of the stairs. I have all the stuff set up, so I'll show you how I'm going to install it and explain some of the things that I'm going to be doing here. First, we're going to be going over all of the things that come with this kit. This gate is meant for openings 13 inches to 55 inches wide and is recommended for children between 6 to 24 months old and small animals. It can be installed on the inside of a doorway or on the outside of the doorway or on the outside of a door with a skirting or a baseboard. Now this product can be used on stairs, but there's special rules for it. To stop or prevent children or small animals from going upstairs, it should be placed at the top of the first step from the bottom going up. Now to prevent children from going downstairs, it should be placed 20 centimeters from the first step. Now this isn't necessarily possible for the situation we have here, and this isn't our primary gate. This is more of a plan B in case of escape. We use this gate for blocking and separating from one room from the next, and we also have this chair strategically placed to block the other exit. So once we've built this up and we get this all situated, it is going to be about 10 centimeters from the first step, which is about half of what the recommended distance of 20 centimeters that the manufacturer requires. But we think that's going to be okay, and we're going to try to put it up anyway. So we have a lot of work ahead of us. I'll show you what we have included in our kit, and we're going to get started. Now included with this kit is going to be the gate itself. It's going to have 8 sets of screws and plugs. You're going to have the upper gate mount and the lower gate mount, and then this is the shocker for me. Guide 1 template and Guide 2 template. I didn't even know these existed until I had the thing fully assembled. And then we've got our 2 catches that are going to go opposite of the mounting system, and then wall spacers to make sure everything is nice and even. Alright, first thing we're going to install is our gate mounts. We're going to make sure that those are to the left of the opening, and we're going to measure the exact distance from the edge of the wall to where the mount is going to start, and then we're going to do that same measurement up at the top. Now we're going to attach our lower gate mount directly into the baseboard. Alright, now to check where the upper gate mount is going to actually go, I'm going to install the gate assembly into the lower gate mount, put the upper gate mount into the upper portion of the gate assembly, put it on the wall, level it out, and mark it with a pencil and the exact placement of where it should go. Now once we know exactly where the upper gate mount is going to go, we are going to measure out our holes and then pre-drill them and install our wall anchors, or plugs as they call them. Now we're going to install the upper mount, and to make sure that it is level with our lower mount, we are actually going to use one of the wall spacers. Now the spindle's set back a little bit from the top of the railing and the base, so what I'm going to do is I found a 3/4 inch piece of scrap wood, and I'll actually fix that to the spindle and it'll bump it out. I'm going to take the catch mount and mark the holes on the spacer, and then I'm going to take that spacer and pre-drill not only those holes, but all the holes that are going to use the screws to affix it to the spindle. I also don't want the spindle to split, so I'm going to pre-drill the holes into the spindle using our spacer as a guide. Then we're going to attach the spacer, then the catch directly to the spindle. Once that's set, we're going to measure and level out exactly where our next catch is going to go. Once that's determined, we're going to head outside and cut our next piece of scrap wood. Now I was looking at the bottom, it doesn't look like that space is big enough, so we're going to add another spacer. Just like before, we're going to pre-drill our holes in the spacer in the spindle and attach our catch. So this is where I noticed that this is actually a handle. So it's a little bit thicker than up here. So this is the handle and this is where the catch is supposed to go. So I installed it too low. All right, so after the first assembly, I put it together and it was here, and I noticed there's this gap. When I tried to pull the gate close to here, I noticed that the way this actually has to be set up to catch is gonna end up being like this. When you see the gap that's in there, so I gotta try to fix that. So I was digging through some of our scrap wood and I came up with this. This actually was the end of the folding doors that we put up in the kitchen. And once I add that to the back of this, it creates enough space where it's actually flush now. So I will be able to extend the gate now and put the latch piece here, and it'll cover on both pieces and it should catch on the door now. So let's get these together. All right, so now we're gonna put these together. So what I'm gonna do is do 2 pilot holes. The first pilot hole is gonna sink into here and just tap here. Tap on this side, so I'll know where to drill a much larger drill bit through. And this is big enough where the screws will go through, because when I first started this one out, I actually split the wood. So I'm going to use a larger drill bit the second time around and make sure that the screws can float through them freely and it still secure this tight against the wood here. All right, guys, so that's it. I would say, other than the few hiccups that we had that I explained earlier, it went up pretty well. It's really easy to use. It's pretty sturdy. It does have some flex to it, but I'm not too concerned because of how far away from the first step it actually is. And I think it's going to work well. If you have any questions or comments, leave them in the comment section below. And I'm going to say that's it for today, guys. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Okay, come lock it.